fighting for position. This traffic is really giving us a lot of help. Welcome back everyone to some more F1 2021 My Team Career Mode. We're heading to the Hungarian Grand Prix today after a out-of-shape Great Britain Grand Prix. We finished 12th outside the points, so we need to try and stop that. So far, we've had 3 out-of-position finishes, of course, a DNF in France, DNF in Portugal, and now Great Britain with a not up-to-par performance. But our teammate did get P5. It's a day to remember, a day to forget for Suh Elite Racing, but hopefully we can bring it back in Hungary. We're going to start this episode with a negotiation for our teammate. So I think we should sign Lando Norris for the rest of the season. Would be smart. He has accepted the approach, and I'm just gonna give him a high amount, low risk offer, mainly because we're bloody rich. So I'll take that. And there we have it. We've signed Lando for the rest of the season, and we've made it to the Hungarian race weekend. Nothing much has changed. No new upgrades coming through and no driver changes, so we're just gonna jump straight into it. Let's go to Hungary for the Hungaroring Grand Prix. Let's see if we can bring it back and get back into form. Welcome to qualifying around the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix. The British and the Hungarian Grand Prix are the 2 Grand Prix that I dread. I hate these 2 circuits, so this is going to be a damage limitation race. And we didn't change our engine components. We have the old engine components in because if we do DNF, I don't mind at all. It's not a big deal. So we will just, take it as we go. Practice session, horrible conditions. Horrible. Because we didn't get any faster laps in. We were P15 on the softs, which is quite significantly bad with the fastest car on circuit, so I just don't know how to take this circuit well, and I just don't know how to take it fast. It's a bit of a struggle. It's a very technical circuit, and for controller players this is the absolute nightmare, so I'm not expecting too many points today. If we can, I will happily take a couple points here and there, but in all honesty, I think we're not going to make it into the top 10 today. So it's 2 throwbies, 2 throwing Grand Prix of this season, but we're heading out today. Decent car. Lando Norris, I'm putting a lot of faith in him. New contract, and he is going for it. Let me quickly go out because we have dry conditions apparently. Let's see what we can do here. We need good rotation out of here, please. Decent, not the best, but decent enough. P4, okay, not too bad. We're 3/10 away from Lando Norris. Some of the AI is struggling as well. I think it's the rain that's really leveling out the playing field. So we'll see if we can get another lap in. Because the rain is drying up apparently. But it's going to stay this whole Q1 session. Track is really drying up right now. Setting purple sectors everywhere. Whoever's crossing the line now is setting fastest laps. So the track is really drying up now. Alright, so let's go back to the garage, set a new set of soft compound tires on, and prepare for a final run because it's going to be a shootout. Look at that. Max Verstappen sets the fastest lap. Whoever crosses the line next is going to set a faster lap time. Improved by 6/10. Almost 7/10. I don't know if I got out. Let's see. Oh my. Everyone improved. 1:11 is the time. Okay, I'm definitely not beating that then. Yep, I'm down here in 1:12.9. Mazashita, Mazepin, Eilert, Aiken, and Lundgaard get knocked out alongside us in P20. I think I might take grid penalties today, so let's start from the back of the grid. Let's see what we can do from P22 and around Hungary, one of the harder circuits on the calendar.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of the Formula One World Championship. We don't expect too many retirements at this track. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher. He made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. We're northeast of Budapest for the race today at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday and will start from pole position, and Antonio Giovinazzi lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Perez, Carlos Sainz and Verstappen, Gasly, Russell, Hamilton and Nicholas Latifi, Stroll, Ocon, Daniel Ticktum and Raikkonen, Joe, Schwartzman, Christian Lundgaard and Jack Aitken, Eilert, Mazepin, Matsushita and Ace. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Okay, P22, after a massive grid penalty, we can toggle a personalized strategy, of course, starting from back of the grid and not making it to Q3. Ooh, okay, so yeah, the medium tire should be the better tire to start on, I think, and we'll keep a surplus of fuel in the car. Although I do want to test out the soft to medium strategy. Yeah, get rid of the soft compound tires quickly, maybe. Okay, let's try this. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot. It might be the worst strategy call ever, but whatever. Alright then, let's get going here. It's time to see what we can do on the soft compounded tire. A lot of medium tire starters around us. 5 red lights from back of the grid, and away we go for the Hungarian Grand Prix around Hungaroring. Look at that. A lot of wheel spin off the line. A lot of dust. Or rather, I should say, a lot of smoke from the tires coming off. Let's dive in. Jesus Christ. Bloody hell. That was close. Up to P14. Someone lost the wing though. Oh god, I made a mistake. Oh my god. Jeez Louise, why are you braking there, Ocon? Someone's on my outside. Jesus Christ, these guys don't know how to drive. Let me get past one of them at least. Alright, we went past Ocon. One of the 2 drivers who don't know how to drive. Alright, coming up to the line here for the end of the first lap. Okay, we're up to P13, which is a good position to be in. We can overtake Joe here. Premium tires. Brake upgrades coming in clutch here, man. P12. We got Stroll just up ahead. We got a bunch of soft compound tire runners in the front, of course. They're gonna pit around the same time as me, possibly. Took an exceeding track limits warning. That's fine. 1 of 3. Oh, Stroll. Jesus Christ. Why are you braking so early? What is going on with the AI? Oh, made it past Stroll without breaking a wing. Surprised I survived that. Alright, whoa. We're up to P11. Okay. Lando Norris is in the lead. Let me ask. Driver in front.
Latifi is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 1.7 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1:15.6. You're dropping back by around 0.2 each lap.
AI do love their 2 stops. I'm assuming all the soft compound tire runners are doing 2 stop strategies. So currently, advantage is in my hands. But of course, they did run those tires on in Q2, so they should be fairly worn compared to my softs, which are fresh. Okay. Oh, fastest lap. What the heck? How am I setting the fastest lap? I got DRS though, so that's good. Okay, soft compound tire runners are pitting.
coming in for his stop.
Sadly, did not get DRS off Latifi, but I'll keep pushing. We're up to P7. Lando Norris gets into the pit as well. We've got 4 laps until our pit window. A lot of traffic coming through, a lot of traffic. Verstappen in the pits. And Sainz.
You'll be on the mediums.
I have a lap 10 or lap 11 pit window. So we'll see how conditions look and then make that switch. I think the rest of the field just went into the pits now. I think that's all the soft compound tire runners in. Oh, no, never mind. There's one more. Okay, Giovinazzi, our rival, has decided to go for it.
Some information on Giovinazzi. They seem to have an issue.
Oh, that's good news. That's very good news. Giovinazzi has an engine problem or something. I should not be having any issues, knock on wood, because I just switched out a whole new engine in the back of my car. Giovinazzi pits. Not quite sure if that's going to fix that problem or if he is going to continue to have that problem. We take the lead though.
Let's box this lap.
We could pit now or we can pit the lap after. Again, I will look at the condition, what it looks like on track. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I've been pulling away from Stroll this lap, and now I can successfully pit. I think I should release P18, but stay competitive with P17 a little bit. We're doing this one pit stop and we're done, so let's see. There we go, in we go. Tires have overheated a lot and they've worn quite a bit. Interesting. Moving on to the mediums. Let's see what we can do on the mediums. We should be behind the Mercedes and AlphaTauri cars. They're fighting for position. 1.8. What a pit stop. What a pit stop. Let's see. Oh. P11. A lot better than what we expected. Oh, thankfully we got ahead of this. We found a nice gap here. This is good. This is good. This is very good. Perez is right behind us. We got Verstappen just ahead of us fighting for position. This traffic is really giving us a lot of help. Oh. Around the outside of Verstappen to get the move done.
Okay, good work. Great.
We got DRS on Matsushita. It's a 2-in-1 move here. Cheers, mate. Duped ya. And we're through. We've done well. Matsushita just closed the gap on Max Verstappen as well. Or rather, I say he closed the opening. So Verstappen is stuck behind Matsushita for another lap or so.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Come on, Sainz. Let's get close to these guys up ahead. Full send on Sainz. Come on. Yes. Yes, full send on Sainz complete. Norris, our teammate, is just up ahead. We got DRS. This is the only time I'm happy to see traffic. Seriously. This is the only time I'm happy to see traffic. Dove it on Norris. Sorry, mate. I think he has wing damage. Driver behind.
Lando behind. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. It looks like the car behind has a small amount of damage to the front wing.
My fault.
But it doesn't seem to be affecting performance. The time last lap was a 1:17.2.
My fault. I went on a risky dive on Norris. But I had to do it. Oh, Jack Aitken's out.
It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
I mean, Norris is doing well to stay with us, so I don't think the front wing damage is too severe, as Jeff was saying. Let's see if he goes into the pits here. Norris stays out, so it's not bad. Okay, good.
Caution.
Ah, caution's right here. I can't overtake him yet. Green flag.
Okay, clear.
Timed that well. Timed that exceptionally well. Went past Raikkonen. We got Eilert up ahead for P5. Yo, traffic, this new engine in the back of the car, all coming to great use here. Up the inside. Oh, that was tight, but we've made it up to P5. Let's push for Tictum and Alcon up ahead. Okay, we've got people in the pits now. Stroll, Joe, Tictum, all in the pits. Alcon is still going. He's probably pitting this lap. So we've got a good chance of taking the lead. This was a strong showing from us. This new engine, man, and the traffic has helped us out immensely. New engine components are so OP, man. So OP. Alright, second pit stop for the AI.
Lando is in the pits. Lando in the pits.
Lando and Gasly, and that traffic jam is going to continue then. What is it? Traffic Central today. Weekend traffic has decided to go on the Hungaroring instead of the highway system. Like, seriously. This traffic is insane. It's really helping me though, I'm not gonna lie. The battle between Verstappen and Sainz in P2, P3 is helping me out a lot because Verstappen's getting DRS off Sainz, so they're fighting. And then going into turns, they collide, or I don't know, like fight for that position, so it's helping me out a lot. They need to figure something out to get faster together and catch up to me. I'm enjoying life up at top. No traffic, no battles. But look at the rest of the grid. They have patches of cars, not like distributed throughout the whole circuit, but like in significant parts of the circuit. So those cars are going through those turns together, meaning they are going to be slow. So yeah, traffic is helping us out a lot today. From P22 to P1, man. Coming towards the end of the Grand Prix here, final stretch. Gotta say, the AI have been scuffling too much in the first third, 2/3 of the race. So I've been building a good gap. Plus, the strategy to go for was a one-stop. All the one-stop strategists have the top 10 positions right now, I think. Rival status.
They're in 7th. The gap is 25.2 seconds. The time last lap was a 1:15.9.
Minus P7, who is Max Verstappen. He had a 2-stop strategy. But maybe the top 6 are all on a 1-stop. But yeah, the 1-stop is the way to go, man. 1-stop was the way to go. Oh god, screen freeze. Here we go with the end of the Grand Prix then. We've done stellar drive. And we're gonna bring it home. Traffic has helped us out a lot. The traffic hit everyone else really hard. We had that huge traffic jam amongst the 1-stoppers and the 2-stoppers. But we were able to avoid those very well. Stay on the mediums for the rest of the Grand Prix. Had that tire advantage against Sainz, Perez, and Russell. Max Verstappen, who did a 2-stop, did super well to find himself in P5. But I've just defeated my rival, bringing it home for P1.
Hey Jeff, thanks for your work this weekend. Well done, mate. Team effort. Thanks to all the boys.
That's a race win. You've really been great today.
And with that, we wrap up yet another incredible Grand Prix weekend. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, Crofty, this was one through an abundance of speed and an abundance of skillful overtakes. Inside, outside, cutting underneath, we saw it all today. And it's really nice to see a Grand Prix won in that manner. A race, surely, that will satisfy the purists today, I think.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
What a result from P22 to P1. The new engine and the combination with heavy traffic has helped us out a lot, and this was one for the picture books. What a drive, what a clinical drive, and what a comeback. from P22.
After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to give it to Ace. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
All right, look at that. P1 for us, and that extends our lead in the drivers and constructors. Giovinazzi nowhere to be seen in the top 10, so that is good. That is very, very, very good. So, myself in P1, Sainz and Perez on the podium. Russell, Verstappen, Stroll, Zhou, Ocon, Gasly, and Ticktum in the top 10 points. Leclerc, Norris, Latifi, Hamilton, Raikkonen, Lundgaard, Eilert, Giovinazzi, Matsushita, Mazepin, and Schwartzman rounded the finishers, with Aitken not finishing the race today. I wasn't the fastest on grid. I lost out with the fastest lap to Max Verstappen, who gets into the 1:13.9s, but also other drivers had more competitive lap times than me, so I'm surprised. So I guess we have to leave it to clinicality. We were consistent throughout the whole Grand Prix compared to the AI that struggled a lot, and also traffic is one thing. I keep saying it because that has been absolutely crucial to our victory today. Perez is 66 points behind me now. We are extending the gap a little bit. 218 points for me, 152 for Perez, 122 for Giovinazzi, and our teammate is just 10 points behind Giovinazzi. Constructor standings wise, we extend the gap maybe a little bit, or maybe the gap has shrunken a bit. 105 point gap, still a significant one compared to Red Bull. 330 for us, 225 for Red Bull. Ferrari go up to P4 after overtaking McLaren. 128 points for Ferrari with 114 for McLaren. So we'll see how this progresses over the course of the season. It's still halfway through the season, so we still have another half to go. So we'll see how this shuffles. That was one stellar Grand Prix, man. Stellar Grand Prix. P22 starting position after a poor qualifying session, and because of worn engine components, we swapped those out for brand new ones, completely brand new, 0% wear on all of the elements except for the gearbox, which we don't want it to touch yet. So yeah, seeing us go from P22 all the way up to P1 is actually a very stellar drive, considering this circuit is also one of the ones we find difficult. So we were clinical. We were absolutely clinical for every single lap. A lot of chaotic crashes in the early stages, and then we had a lot of traffic for the AI, and that has helped us out a lot. The whole new engine in the back of our car was also OP, really gave us a speed boost, a power upgrade, so to say. So we were quite rapid, and we were able to make good use of the new power unit. Actually, this has been the greatest strategy call, I think, of my career, going for a new engine and beating everyone else on track with a fresher engine in the back of our car. So yeah, stellar drive, stellar comeback after the heartbreak of last time in around Silverstone, where we failed to score any points. We're back to scoring form and back on the podium. We're going to, I don't know what's next, actually, Belgium, I think. Yeah, Spa-Francorchamps coming up next. So taking the grid penalty was a good one for this one, because we can put the fresher components in the back of our car for the Spa circuit, which is, of course, a fast circuit. So we really need the power boost from the fresher engine components. So we'll use those to our benefit next time. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe using the red button down below, and hit the notification bell as well, so you're notified as soon as I upload next. More F1 content will be going up, and other gaming videos like driver career mode will also be going up on the regular, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you guys in the next Grand Prix.